Hello my creative peeps, and welcome back to my channel for another video. Today we are doing the Take 5 Art Challenge for May, and this is very exciting for me because I got to choose the prompts for May. Each of us ladies chooses the prompts each month. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, me and soon to be 12 other ladies are do a monthly challenge where there are 5 prompts chosen and you have to make some type of art, page, piece, whatever, using the 5 prompts. Now, this month I've decided, last minute, literally like 2 hours ago, that I'm going to make a tag dashboard, I guess, a tag pencil board. I have ordered a journal, which I'll share with you when it comes, and I get it all set up. But it's A5 size, and I want to have, I don't know why I'm turning that off, I want to have a bookmark pencil board-ish type thing for it. So, the prompts this month are to, 1, use paint of any kind, 2, use colored pencil, 3, use a photograph, 4, use scrap paper, and 5, use black pen. And I chose those things because those are the things I'm enjoying the most in my journal right now. If there would have been a 6th prompt, that would have been stickers, but, you know. So my photograph is actually going to be a photograph of a quote that I kind of want to keep in mind this summer. And while May is definitely not summer, it's spring where I live. I plan on using this journal that the board is for during the summer months. So this quote is from Brookhampton. If you don't know who Brookhampton is, she posts amazing quotes on Instagram. I will leave her linked below so you can check her out. But basically, I'm going to be making a tag using that. And that pretty much fits perfectly, which is cool. So I'm going to use my current bullet journal as a guide on the sizing because it is A5, and that again is the new thing. So I think I'm going to leave this much hanging out of the top, which means this is what we need to cut off. So this is going to be a real-time video. I know a lot of you like the real time, and a lot of you also like the sped up. So I'm going to try to alternate months with that. And I'm pretty sure, if I'm wrong, I'm so sorry, but I'm pretty sure I did a sped up one last month. So there's our tag base. And I have no idea what I'm going to do in terms of paint. This is so jankily cut. There we go. Better, I think. Now it's cut really close to the F, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I guess it matches the music on the other side. So I guess we'll just go with that before I ruin it any further. So I have next to me, this is my newly put together scrap bin. If you're on Patreon in the Vid Squad tier, Vid Peeps, then you will have seen me go through all of this and put this together. But basically this is all the scrap paper that I own from all the categories, from all the places, and I finally gathered it into one spot, and it's a little overwhelming. So I need to use it, which is one of the reasons that was the prompt. So I'm just going to pull out some things that I think would work or look nice with what I'm going for. This is a good project to use kind of papers you've been hoarding, like that one. I know there are others in here. We'll try to stick to the summer vibe. This is actually also a photograph misprint, so maybe I'll use that. Here's some, there's the the moth paper that I'm always hoarding. This paper, I love this. This is a tissue bit. So we have lots to work with. I'm really not sure what I'm gonna do with the back. I might put like a pocket on the back. I've done that before with my pencil board. I have not made a pencil board in a really long time, nor have I used one in a long time, so I'm not quite sure how that's gonna go, but we'll see. It would be cool if I could like stitch this on the back to make like a pocket. Or stitch like an envelope on the back in general to make a pocket. I also really like this paper. So I think that's enough to work with before we get too overwhelmed. So let's just start putting things on here. And I will probably end up doing a very light like whitewash over this. I'm thinking like a whitewash of gesso. Maybe. We'll see. No, I don't really like that. I do kind of want to use a strip of this though. And if you are interested in learning more about how I collage, using collage and paint in my work, then I do have my class that you can either take on Skillshare or purchase in my Etsy shop. I think I'm going to start there. Now, how do I want to glue these down? I think because I'm going to sew on this, the sewing machine really does not like double-sided tape. This is a hard decision. Guess I'll just use glue stick. Which is not usually my preferred glue method, but it's alright. There. This, of course, will get cut off the top, but and this is like a very glossy type paper, so I'm not quite sure how well that's going to stick. but again, we're just going for it. We have this paper. I know I'm gluing out of frame and I do apologize, but it's just the easiest spot to do it in. Oh, too far. There. And I'm pretty sure I want to put that there. Or do I want to put it there? I'm going to cut this off. Like so. Yeah. Okay, all right. Let's cut this extra stuff off. Oop. Now, oops, that's 2 prompts down. I think I might want to like glue this on the back. Let's figure out what we want to do in terms of an envelope. I have these Project Life pockets, which I could just sew that there, or I could attach one of these, which is actually it like flips up kind of like away from the pocket. I don't know if that would allow it to expand. Yeah, it would allow it to expand further than one that's attached. So we'll go with that. So maybe I want to put this down here as well. Like so. And I can still stitch around the edge. That looks, I like that. So let's glue this down. I love this paper so much. Covers and pencil boards. Fantastic ways to use paper that you like a lot that you don't want to use. So you do use it, but you get to see it over and over again. Could also just make a collage of all your favorite papers and hang it on the wall. It's like an inspiration board. Might just have to do that with some of this paper. I mean, it's like a print of anything else, right? Okay, so this is going to go here. I don't know if I want to put, say, like an image, or if I just want to leave the back blank like this, so that whatever is actually in the pocket is the focal point. All right, I think I'm going to get out some acrylic, and I'm gonna take this turquoise color and mix it with some white to make like a pastel color. Is turquoise really the color for that though? I almost want to do yellow. Well, let's do a swatch. I also have the option of blending with a lighter color, like the edges. That might be smarter. Did I swatch those colors in my... Was I smart enough to swatch them in my bullet journal? I don't think so. But I'm just gonna check. I know I swatched them somewhere. I just don't know where. No, they're not in my bullet journal. Where... If I was a swatch, where would I be? Oh, I swatched most of them here. So this is the apricot color. I'm sorry that this is such a tough choice. We're just gonna have to do some swatches real quick. I'm pretty sure that's this color. Paintbrush. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be the apricot. I think it's going to be that sand color. Just to blend the layers in a little. Oops. Hair in the paint. Usually this works best with a dry brush, but as we know, I already dumped my brush in the water. There we go. Get more paint on there. So once we blend some of these layers together, we'll add some more like actual color. not actual color, but brighter colors, I guess would be the word there. And I'm just going to paint right off the edge. Kind of adds to this distressed look of this paper here. Sorry if I'm out of frame. It's been a bit since I've filmed in this spot in my office. I'm gonna get the edge a little bit. Now, a lot of people say they admire my bravery, and I don't want you to be fooled. Doing this paint job, like covering these things up, this makes me nervous. Like, I don't want to ruin it. I'm afraid I'll put too much paint on it to cover it up. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to lose all this gorgeous paper. But at the end of the day, I have to remind myself, it's just paper. And I could end up, and often do end up, liking it a lot more if I just go for it. And that sometimes things look ugly before they look better. And sometimes things just end up looking ugly. But the risk, in my opinion, is always worth it. In art. Yeah, let's not paint that land. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to put just like barely any on my brush. And brush it over the images. So it gives like a hint of dinge, but not too much. And it is more difficult with the photo because it's a different paper. But okay, I think we're almost done. I think I just want a little bit more there. Now it all feels more like one piece. All right, what I want to do now. I think I'm actually not going to add any colored paint. I am going to attach the photo, and I am going to use double-sided tape for that because I don't plan on sewing down the middle. And there we go. So I'm gonna go for the black pen prompt. And I'm gonna find my black pen. And I'm gonna make a border as long as this is dry. Yep. It's one of the reasons I love that Dana Wakley paint. It dries super fast. I feel like all Ranger paints dry super fast, as long as you put a thin layer on, which is something that I personally really appreciate. And I like doing this wavy, like super messy border. Just adds a lot of interest. Okay, so now that we did that, which is kind of feeling like a bad choice, I'm going to take a yellow colored pencil and start making some stars. I'm going to use the yellow to outline the border of the tag. Obviously, it won't be super noticeable, but that's okay. Kind of the look I'm going for. And turquoise stars, of course. Oh, gotta sharpen that. Alright. Now with the darker color, I'm going a little slower and thinking more about it. Not too hard, obviously, but just because I know that the turquoise will obviously show up a lot better than the yellow. So it's definitely a top layer. But you also still want to keep your top layer in the background. Do more of the border. Okay. Just gonna flip it over, and I'm just gonna do a little bit of colored pencil border here. Awesome. So now I'm going to take it to my sewing machine, and I'll be back once I have a border stitched around it. Okay, I'm back. It's all stitched. I kind of did the stitching the same way that I do the border here. I just did haphazardly, kind of weaving over and back into line with the stitching, and I really like how it came out. So now we're just gonna add the pocket. I was gonna say if I can remember where I put it, like so. And then I'll be able to slip stuff in here like that. And yeah, I kind of want to put like a tab or something here to cover up the hole. But I think I'm going to leave it as is until I have the actual journal, so I can audition which piece I want best for the pull tab. But yeah, let's just test it out in my Bujo. So it kind of looks like this. I think that looks awesome. I'm so happy with how this came out. I'm not totally in love with the star and colored pencil work, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today and doing the Take 5. I cannot wait to see what you do with this month's prompts, maybe selfishly since I chose them. If you do create something using these prompts this month, please use the hashtag Take5Art so that everybody can see it. If you post a video, let someone know so we can add it to the playlist that Kira has over on her channel for each month. And if you don't like to post your work on social media but still want to show me, I'd love to see it. You can send me an email. The email is in the description box below, and just shoot me off a picture of what you did with the prompts. I'd love looking at your creations. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much to my patrons who make these videos possible for me to continue doing for free over here on YouTube. You guys rock. If you're interested in seeing more of what I do on Patreon, the link is always in the description box below. But yeah, other than that, I'll see you around here on the YouTubes. Take care, guys. Bye.